Alright, so we are back with Danganronpa. Oh right, and I was doing an investigation, wasn't I? I thought I'd... Yeah, okay, so I can't enter here, can I? Oh. Can I enter here? Right then, so... This just looks like a normal room, but obviously fucked up. What could have done all this? A normal person wouldn't be able to do this much damage unless they had a lot of firepower. I believe this is what... I believe this is most of the floor. It is, isn't it? I'm just gonna double check. Should go talk to Kyoko about that thing we found. There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I'd better give her some more time. Fair enough then. Oh, I wish I could jump. Oh, no. Alright, so we've got other rooms we need to check out. Oh, he's got that guitar going in him. Most of the restricted afflicted rooms were on the 4th and 5th floor, right? So... Let's check the date. I mean, I'm sure there might be something in here. Like, oh, that Monokuma room.
Hey, Makoto!
Oh, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah!
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been locked, that one should open up too, right?
But...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Might explode, right? That'd really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she mean it, but she might made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Oh wait, let me cover first, I don't want to get exploded. Okay, go ahead. Whoa. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, this place is totally sci-fi. I was thinking the same thing. It's like a control panel. You control Monokuma with this. Some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. It kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Ifumi probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then that could mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's stop poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Huh? Did you hear that? I think it came from the other room. Oh, what did you push? I think that was one. The button that says data center. Data center. It looked good. I took a good look at the control panel and saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. Right, and that's right. We're just in. That's where the strange noise came from. Probably go better check it out. So something happened in this room. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey. Gah. Give me iron. Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling.
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Well, I guess what I found, a self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? I guess that settles it. This room with a Monokuma drawing on it. And the control panel inside. So there's a room where you control Monokuma. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma?
Huh?
What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
Yep. Koka's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time. I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... Wait, so all these people were murdered, right? And then the 16 students are the only people that entered. But that still means there could potentially be the person that did all this remain. From based on what he's saying, 16 people entered. There was no one left alive in the building, although someone had to have killed all of them, which could mean there could be a 17th person that's still alive, that the murderer, the mastermind. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the fact you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
Cause, I mean...
Well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it's not possible, but I really hope it's not true. Yep. Yeah, I want to leave now. Check out the headmaster's room. What was that? Ah, the door. It just locked on its own. What? You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma.
Just a second!
Ain't no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if the room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if their school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. Can Monokuma still be an AI though? So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Amundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor. Too bad, that was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but...
So,
Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out, the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
And when I said we should leave. But that hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have time. Stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep reading around and tell everyone what I found here. Now, if you go, you've got me all motivated again.
You got it!
See you later. Now, the next one is... They did nothing with this room, did they? They could have had someone play the piano for us. Kind of feel like this room was wasted. Unless they're gonna use it later. I was kinda hoping they'd use that room. So then wasn't one of the... I know the chem lab was open. The office was open, wasn't it? Yeah, this room was open before. This is a weird room. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetical instantaneous desk. Student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuru.
So in other
Mukuro?
words,
Apparently class hashtag 78 was... Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there, along with hers,
In other
there
words,
can only be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mikuro Ikusabi, the 16th student. Must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get it as fast as possible. What's your point? She only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Muroko's page actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Murokuro it didn't have. What kind of information is it? When do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can't read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report, but put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he
Interesting.
was, but I'm glad he left such an interesting clue. Makuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entire entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behaviour too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her, so she's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's too dangerous to the students, I'll be forced to take responsible measures. Was a part of the Ultimate Despair? I don't think I can be any doubt about it. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
what?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. Should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. Yep. I don't know who she is. The girl should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Well, what do you want? What do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me like if she's, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is that maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuru? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all bit impossible. But I won't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Bayaki's errand boy. Makuru's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you. I suggest you pay attention. Oh, advice. This is rare. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. But I don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you could afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't. It's up to you. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Is there anything else interesting? Your student registry. Apparently that's us. Has a profile on me, everyone I met in the beginning. Just like Makuru's apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. The ultimate despair, which means her and the Mastermind should be allies. Why weren't the Mastermind killer? Weren't they friends? Hey look, there's the golden sword. Guessing there's not much else here. Well, that was that room. Now we gotta go to the 5th floor. 5A, 5B. What were the 2 rooms again? Wasn't we had to look into the dojo? Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
I'm so disgusting. Wait. Oh. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, I would have had something, right? But that wasn't out of the ordinary.
What's your problem?
Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're going to call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's going to say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm going to get going. Yeah, I don't think there's any clues there. Let's check the corpse again. The corpse is gone. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. The killer used the top to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind. Huh? I didn't notice that before, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the top. It says Biolab. And that's originally came from the Biolab. Did we even go in the bio? This is the bio. No, this is the garden. Let's go back to the Biolab then. Well, I've never been in there. It was this room, we never went in. Yep, the Biolab. Well, Here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Well, it's so cold because of these refrigerators. A fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? If we can, maybe the bodies are being kept in here, aren't they? But some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. There's 6, isn't there? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. What? If there's 16 in total, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is 16. This is where all the students are going to be kept. There's what? 9 dead students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's where we're going to be. They're storing the bodies. Instruction manual. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. It looks like it's set up to be when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside the slot lit up blue, and another one of the victim is. Can we open one of them? Yeah, okay, so I can't do any more here, can I? Oh god, okay, here we go. The trial.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Alright, to the gym it is. Oh, hi, hero. Oh, yay, hey, hero. Oh, Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually, and I'm just on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. Don't worry, just get on with it. What I found was a single photograph. Holy shit. Everyone but me is there. That's a bit disheartening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's actually pretty sad. It was everyone who come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognise. Wait, that's not true. I do recognise her. When Byaku and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Mikuru Ukusaba. And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mikuru here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here posed in this weird... enough by itself. Wait, I see myself. I'm in the far back. As you can see behind Hiro and Sakura. Just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm not the one. I'm the only one not there. But not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Saka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived at Hope's Peak Academy. What's definitely unnatural? Picture is, I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Shit, I keep dropping that USB. Everyone here except me is...
What are you gonna do?
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That would be totally out of left field. But you are in that picture at the far back. Kind of reminds me when I'm in photos. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. Should clear this up. I guess we'd usually meet in the dining hall. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was home to talk to you. Makoto! Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast Dina tried to ask her to stop. Dina, why won't you talk to me? USB. I think I do think I'm in that photo. Where would... Alright, so in this room I have to go into. Hey. Hey, Hera. What? Makoto, what's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk about a notebook I found. Like, afraid of me? Why? Maybe go back to the biolab. I decided to visit biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Oh, blood. Toko, are you okay? She's not dead, is she? Ah! It's so cold, it's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? I wasn't.
Have
Then-
you reached that certain age?
Oh, then. What hot bothered straight up? Okay, so why did you pass out? Last thing I remember was waking up and just now. What do you do, Miss Morose? Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. We know share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say S-O-B. Oh, and they say like it's a bad thing. It's blessing as far as I'm concerned. Double the memory. It's more like half. All I know right now is where my little darling. Tell me more. I don't know. I'm sure Bayako's around somewhere doing his own investigation.
Yes.
By himself. I think so.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Just get out of the way. I want to see what this is. The fridge, it's open, but I'm sure they shut last time when I was here. That must have been why she passed out.
Right.
She fainted so easily. Kayoko.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Yeah, it's a
seem...
morgue. Yeah,
I knew
I
it.
suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason came clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything got to be so difficult there?
Anyway,
we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a sec before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body's in there. Mukuro's corpse. Mukuro's body is inside the fridge.
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way now, I can finally get a good look at the body. That's right, Kayoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Can I not have a look? After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You mean about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on that offer. Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse it? It's gotta be it, there's no other explanation. A should ask Kyoko what about the... She's in it too.
Whew. Because
Okay, I'm going for this. Well, I don't know what else I can do. Yep. Yep. Oh, god damn it.
whew, because it
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights there are, including Makura's, there's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights?
Whew,
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work. If they go slow in that spirit, I'll make my report. Please.
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of the blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the head, back of the head, were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. Then, what was the fatal injury? About as thick as a metal pipe.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Oh, I remember in the report she had no
Because
scars. I don't see the difference.
wrong.
It's immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they've not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? Right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds are at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with this.
so then,
But what if Mukura herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
at the very least,
One of the many.
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers, there's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins with imagining as many possibilities and scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision those possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body... Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukura's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
Did I get all that right? Yeah, you remembered all that. They are indeed consistent with the corpse, so then
indeed,
there's absolutely no mistake.
indeed. And
Is that what you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so
Then
then,
it looks like we have no further business with Mukura's body. Let's keep going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Do you think it's kind of sad leaving it like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? As a part of the ultimate despair? But she still got killed, she's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that. It's quite appalling.
So then.
I think we've done all we can to do here. Back to our separate investigation, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kerrick about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So.
What do you mean? Well, you know, all these lockers on the second floor of the dorms.
Indeed.
I do, yes. Whoever it belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So what did you find? Anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must have been your pocketbook.
Why is
What
that?
makes you say that?
Because.
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we got access to that area just recently. Oh wait, I can't have access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? But there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster.
What? If
Could
that's
that mean
true.
that video is really that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Kodo, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. But I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own two eyes. Okay, then let me give you that way you can.
So.
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening a locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Urgent interviews. And it says,
So.
I found that in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway.
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. Okay.
Makoto.
Oh, and it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Go on then.
In other words.
So as it turns out, what I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything. I can never find the answer to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And it's all because of the mastermind.
However.
There's one thing I am sure of. But when it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Burned with the fire of determination. That determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I can care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous, there's just no understanding it, I guess. She left out a small laugh as she said, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's just it for my rambling. There's still much before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only one ever absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up on hope. Absolutely not, because all you could do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know. Indeed. Sorry if I was that strange.
So
Anyway,
then.
I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. I'd better get going myself. No losing hope. I can't afford to lose. Alright. So now we need to go check out that DVD. I think Bayaki was last in the head. I want to see how Bayaki would react to me. Is he still in here? No. God, they made this one so annoying to get around. Yeah. They fixed the window. That letter's still there. I can't even remember what was in that letter. Alright, so we came here to play the DVD. Sayaka. It took me by total surprise. I haven't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Accept? What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood until now. But only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why would she say yes to living there the rest of her life? And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Oh crap, it's me. Huh? What I saw was me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. And he and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. I'm interested in seeing everyone's.
Yes. I want to see Byakuya. Oh, you didn't show me much.
Toka. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever, and then Kyoko. Her interview with him had to be recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school, just as Kyoko interviewed was wrapping up. Huh? What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now.
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't... Now, then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. You'd ask them the question and they'll say yes. I couldn't help myself, but I let out a huge express sigh, but as I did,
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation from myself and disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. I'd forgotten. But what would make you forget all about all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. Seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seems too obvious. Something that seemed to obviously work in favour of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. Last time all our lives will be on the line. Hope and despair are on the line.